significant health consequence or health issues for some time. She's currently in the process of applying for disability income. She would like the court to consider her mandate that she be set.
But I truly, truly did not attack Miss Green. I know y'all found me guilty. I mean, Miss Etchison, I truly didn't. We weren't even close enough for me to even touch her. And I know I couldn't get on the stand and talk, but due to my health issues, it's hard for me to even get some of my words out. But since my daughter, since me and Miss Etchison been going through this, I have been talking to a mentor. They come to my home. They pick me up for church, and I just been trying to come to terms with this. I just want to just put this in back of me. I do forgive Miss Etchison, but I know she said she's worried about my other kids, but I mean, she's worried about her grandkids, but it's other kids here. If these kids was in danger, the state would have been came and got the rest of my kids. My kids is doing good. My daughter graduated. My son going to college. I do not want to, for me to be 40, turn 43, for my kids to look at me like now I wait for I'm 43 to get myself in trouble. To just look. I'm supposed to be this. I can't even get it out, Lord. My kids supposed to look up to me. They're not supposed to look down like, my mom is doing something wrong. All I've ever tried to do is raise my kids right and send them in the right place, and which is college, so they can provide for their family if they have a family and become a young, responsible adult and don't find themselves into the streets. That's all I ever wanted. And I just don't want my kids to look at me like, they can't depend on mom, because they can always depend on me. I'm here, and I don't want this. I just don't want this on my record. I never had no record before, and everything that's been going on in my life, I've been talking to God, coming to terms of, trying to figure out what did I go wrong as a parent or a person, So I just want you to consider that, I have been working with somebody that, mentors, talking to it, because this is stressful for something to happen to you that you can't change. I can't see my daughter. I can't touch my daughter, So that's something that I did need help with, as far as the mentor, that helped me, that, that kept me, it kept me whole. So I just, that's the only thing I want to say.
Thank you, Ms. Green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this case is a very challenging case. I listened to the testimony, and I certainly wish that the family wasn't where they are.
I do too.
Space.
That's all I ever wanted, Judge. It's no reason for us not to be able to sit down and talk. But I just didn't want to talk to Ann. Just with Ann, I want to talk to and see my daughter. Touch my daughter. That's it. That's all I ever wanted for Ann. I didn't never go to her trying to attack her. It's nothing in my heart and my soul would allow me to do that. Yes, I was hurt. Yes, I have a right to be hurt. Yes, I did see that was her, and I did say, "Ed, is this you? Can we talk about this?" I played with her. She turned around and sprayed me with the mace, and I know I'm already charged, but I'm saying, by right, she should have got on the stand and told the truth. I did not touch her, and I shouldn't be getting punished for some stuff that she should have got in trouble for. But I did not try to pursue for her to get in trouble. ever wanted was my daughter. I didn't want this to come like this, and I didn't, because it's not right. It's not fair to my kids. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to her son. This is just wrong. It's wrong, and it's been taken out of character, and it shouldn't, like you said, it shouldn't have went to this. And Lord knows, my name been coming across the state of Michigan for my daughter. It's been on the news, everything. So I've been doing everything I was supposed to do. I tried to do everything. I didn't, go to her with hostile, trying to fight her. None of that. Lord knows I did. I did. I'm telling you, Judge, and I hope. I know I'm already charged, but I really hope that you really would believe me, because I'm telling the truth. That lady got on the stand and lied. I'm not lying. I cannot lie, because the one thing about it, we was on the oath. And we, and God is looking over that. He's looking over all of us. So everything we said that was a lie, you might not think that, you might not punish us or whatever, but God seen this. God seen everything that happened. He know everything that happened. And Lord knows I did not touch that lady. So I should not get punished. I should not get punished for something that she trying to hurt me for, because she took my daughter. That's why should I get punished? I didn't do anything. All I did is do what the law said you're supposed to do. Every time I come in contact with that lady, I brought the police with me to show them I'm trying to do what's right. I could have went in there. I could have went to her house. I could have tried to kick in her door to get my daughter back. I could have did all that. I didn't do that, Judge. I did not do that. I went with the police. I had a book. When I came to your court, I had a book for a whole 3 years of me seeking out for help, for somebody to help me, because this lady has been taunting me, been taunting my family. I wanted help. Not for me to get in trouble, me seeking out for help. That book showed everything for 3 years, everything. So I don't know why we here, like you said, it's a shame. It's a shame, especially a family, a whole family. My daughter was a twin that got taken from me. I'm hurt. I'm hurt with Ann, because for her, she know I lost my mom at 19. So I cherish the relationship that we had. So for her to break that bond that we had was just wrong. At least if you didn't do right by your son, do right by your grandkids. Do right by them. At least. And that's all I ever wanted. That's it. And God knows that's it. And I'm not lying to you, because I can sit here and say whatever, but God knows. He knows. He knows. He knows my heart. He knows. I did not touch that lady, and I should not get punished, because this lady want me to get punished because she hate me that much. I don't hate her. I don't hate her. I would not hate her. It's not my duty to hate her. It's on her and God to deal with that, what she's doing. I just want this to be pushed back, and for me to be able to live, to get on, to get healthy again, to be able to provide for my family, for my kids. My son is going to college. I got to be strong enough and push through and make sure he still can get through. He lost a whole twin. And we all has been talking and getting help for this, So this is not something that we push back. This is something that we had to get through with God, and that's how we got through. That's how my son was able to succeed in the news, for football, and being the football star. All this. If I was such a good parent, a bad parent, if I was such a bad parent, why is my other kids get recognized? Like, my parenting abilities got taken from me, and I believe this is why my health issues is starting. Like, it's a piece of me is gone that I haven't seen, that I haven't touched, and Ann took that right from me. And like I said, I don't hate her. I don't hate her. I love her. I love her. I helped her. I helped her get off of drugs. I helped her come to terms with God. I was in church. You see, and I was in church So she said she wanted to change her life, and she did. Well, I thought she did. So I would have never thought that coming from her, I would never thought that she would really do something like this. And to be older than me and get on the scene and just tell a lie and you under oath, that's just wrong. But I'm not gonna hold y'all no longer. I just wanted to say that.
All right. Is the sentence of this court that you serve probation for 6 months?
Excuse me. I had an impact statement. I have one, and I told them that. I've been trying to say this for 3 years. I
But
need
why
to
you
get
couldn't
this
say
out.
it to me, Ann?
Okay, Miss
I'm
Green,
sorry. Okay. Okay.
I need to get this out, ma'am. I need to get this out. I've been holding this as long as she's been
1
holding it.
second, ma'am, please. Mr. Burnett.
I wasn't aware that she was here to make a statement, but she certainly is entitled as a victim to be able to make that statement. So,
Ma'am, and your name is not listed on here, so therefore we didn't know who you were. Okay,
I'm sorry. I mean, I try to put my name on it. I'm not that cute. I'm not that savvy with computers.
all right.
But
thank you.
I've been talking to him. I talked to the probation officer. I have something to say, and I need to say
Ma'am,
it. I've been
ma'am,
holding it a long
ma'am.
time.
Ma'am,
Mhm.
please state your name and then say what you have to say.
My name is Ann Etchison.
Thank you. You may proceed.
I've been going through this a long time, and everything that she just said, most of it's not true. Your Honor, she said she did not want to hurt me. When was it? July? No, September of 21 was the first time she hit me. I have documentations from Canton Police that she hit me with a phone. She came to my house with a knife, Your Honor. She came at my house with a knife. She's been trying to hurt me for a long time. She said she got me off of drugs. I got myself off of drugs. And one reason I got off of drugs, because I knew my family was going to need me. Judge, Your Honor, she is a vicious, dangerous woman. She's been stabbing my son for 18 years quarterly. She hit him in the head, in the side of the head with a hammer. She hit him in the back of the head with a skillet. She told her kids many times, when your daddy come home, I'm stabbing him. She would do that. Your Honor, I don't want to go back that far and tell you all this stuff, but I need to know, let you know what she done to me. And what she done to her 16, well, she's 17 now, your old daughter. She do not want that young lady to succeed. She took her out of school 3 times. We went to court in November 10th. She had a school advocate because the judge gave her one. It's the same judge that said Nasia had to go back home in June or July when we went to court the first time. Now, Nasia said, Grandma, I am not going back. This girl been trying to run away since she been 12. Jasandra, ask your husband, ask your kids. She had her bags packed in the closet. She not only came after me, Judge, Your Honor, she has a gun. She has a CCW, and she has a gun. She went after my son with a gun, Your Honor. She went after her sister with a gun at her grandma's funeral. Your Honor, she is a dangerous person. She's saying I'm proud of my grandkids. I worry about my grandkids. Yes, I do. Her oldest daughter went to University of Toledo, and she called her every week and chastised her. The girl was so damaged. We all are damaged because of her. We need help. We need help. Dinasia went to get help at school. She called up there, told the school off, told her she's coming up there. Said she couldn't see a psychiatrist. She couldn't talk to nobody. So you act like I don't know all this. I know, Judge, Your Honor, when they called me and told me they arrested her, I was shocked because it was a year. It was a year. But more stuff went on in Canton and law allowed and wasn't nothing done. Every time she see me on the street with a car, she use a car as a bumper. Like we're gonna play bumper cars. She trying to run me off the street, Your Honor. Run me off the street. Your Honor, only thing I ever worried about was my family. And because she was abusing my family, I was being abused. She pulled that baby's hair out twice. She punched her in the eye and had black eyes. Her children called me at 4 o'clock in the morning often for them 18 years, Your Honor. And I tell them, call the police, call the police. Grandma, we'll get in trouble. Grandma, we'll get in trouble. The whole house has been traumatized. No, I'm not done. I just need you to know, Your Honor, that I love that girl with the love of the Lord. I went to my pastor, and she the one I told everything to. I called CPS. I called CPS for my grandchildren. I called CPS. If you go back and they looked at them records, you could see for the last 3 years, Nasia has not been in my house. Nasia came to my house after she put hands on her and her whole family for 20 minutes at her daughter's graduation. They would not call the police. The first time Jasanja put her hands on her, I told her, we're not going to do this. You call the police if you want her. But no, she wanted to fight me, and she hit me, and it was on. Yes, Anna, it's a mess. It's a mess, and it's a mess that she created. You created this mess. You go against my judgment. You always talk about my Christianity. You don't know. That day I left out that car to go in that store, I didn't have my mace. God said, get your mace. I took it out the holster and I put it in my pocket. And that's when I told you, today ain't the day. I was fed up just like you fed up. You think I want my granddaughter out in the streets with nobody that love her? She actually feel that don't none of y'all love her. Y'all told her when she come back home, she was going to be your slave.
You like, and like really?
Ms. Green, please.
I'm sorry, Judge. I'm sorry.
All the time. I used to tell her, you have to speak life into your children. She told me to mind my business and let God handle her. God is handling you right now, young lady, because all the lies you told, you lied. Yeah, you went out of state with your son when you were supposed to be under house arrest and not go nowhere but to work. But you went out of state with your son. You think I don't know a lot? I know a lot more than what you think. And it's okay. I know all the times that you was up to university with seizures. I know. I prayed over you when you had your first real bad seizure. So don't tell me that I don't care about you. I did care about you. I love you with the love of the Lord. And all I want is best for what is mine, and that's my son and his children. But he can be mad. I gave all that up. I gave all that up to save my one granddaughter, and I will fight for her rights to the day I leave this earth. She's 17 now. She's going to get over this. But you better learn you better figure out how you going to talk to her again from all the nasty things that you said. You said that I had my granddaughter out there sex trafficking her. Do that make sense? Do that make sense? Not if I'm fighting for my granddaughter with you, I'm a disrespect her and have somebody else mistreat her. You better figure out how you gonna fix this with her, because right now you don't have a chance. All what y'all did to her, and then y'all jumped on her for 20 minutes at Danaya's graduation, and then Eastern Police gave it to me. And when Eastern Police gave it to me, she been in my house since. Yes, she have, and I speak life into her. I tell her I love her. I hug on her. Something that you ain't never did. And I'm not judging you, because I know after the day, I don't never have to see you again in my life. Never. Because of what you did to me and lied on me and try to make me look bad. And I ain't never want to do nothing but protect my granddaughter and make sure she okay. Yeah, I helped her when she was out there in the streets. Wherever she was, somebody come and said, well, Nasia said she need food. I go get Nasia food. I bought Nasia clothes. You had people thinking that she was a juvenile delinquent. What has that girl ever done? And whatever she did it in your house. You got cameras in your house. You didn't know all what was going on in your house. Oh, it's a bunch of stuff that I know. Just like that day you and your husband came in there slapping her in the face because she had boys in the house. It wasn't her. It wasn't her. And after I'm done, this right here, I'm done with it. You talking about you sick? I'm sick. When y'all took her cell phone, I had to go pay for that one and then buy her another one. When she was in driver's ed and you didn't want her in driver's ed, I didn't sign up, but she got to do driver's ed. Then we took her out. You took her out of school because you don't want her to succeed. She had a 3.6 grade point average on her way to college. An hour after we left court, you went and took her out of school. Took her out of school. Because it wasn't you. I didn't sign her in. She went in there and signed herself in. You need to think about what you're going to do with your daughter, because I don't have no control over that girl 17 and she got a mind. She got a mind. She know what happened to her. They know what happened to them. But you have such a hold on them kids and my son. It's okay. It's okay for them to love you. I told Darnation when she left, go back home and let's try to do this again. She said, no, Grandma, I'm not going back. She'd rather been out in the streets and been a bad little girl on drugs, stealing, having sex. That girl did not do none of that. None of that. And that's how you disrespect her, by telling other people. Made up, like the book you said you made up that book. You made up pictures with me and her that we took at a happy time and said, I kidnapped your daughter. Your daughter left your house and your husband knew she was leaving because he said before he left, oh, you running away? And she ran away. See, it's a lot of things you think I don't know. I know. I know. And the only thing I ever wanted to do, like you told me, you lost 3 grandkids. I did lose 3 grandkids. I really did. But I saved one. And that one right there, she gonna be something. She gonna be something. She gonna be something because of what you said about her and what you did to her. Y'all jumped on her. All 5 of y'all jumped on her. And y'all couldn't even hold a 150-pound young lady and go get the police. That day you put hands on me the first time and I told you we're not doing this, call the police. You didn't want to call the police. You talking about you called the police? No, you didn't call the police. Then you want to attack the lady's house she was at. So I'm done. Judge, I thank you for this time, but I got this out and I'm gonna feel better. I'm gonna be okay. I still got 2 grandkids. And regardless what you say, if them other ones come back and want me to love on them, I will. I don't hate them for what you made them feel. You've been doing that for years. You can't talk to her. But you don't even know the many times they called me and told me what was going on and tell me, Grandma, call the people, Grandma, call the people. And I told them, the people that came a few times. You call the people. You tell somebody at school what this woman doing to you. Don't act like you that big of a saint, Chisandra. And I'm not calling you out, but I know what you did to my family. I know. I know the damage. I know the damage because I'm part of the damage. Judge, thank you.
All right. Is there anything else, Mr. Burnett?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Ms. Amoot, you've unmuted. Is there something you'd like to say?
Your Honor, I just wanted to close this out with indicating that in the report, Ms. Johnson appropriately identified the fractured relationship between this family, the in-law relationship specifically. There's dynamics that I've heard Ms. Green share with me relative to the relationship that her husband now has with his mother and the background history. I'm asking that the court, and I did not allow Ms. Green to bring all of that information into her statement today, and it would not have been proper under the rules of evidence. And I know that was kind of frustrating for Ms. Green to hear from me. So I just wanted to reiterate that there's a lot more information that Ms. Green would have shared as to these allegations that have just been made in the victim impact statement that I did not prevent, or that I prevented her from speaking on. And I told her to limit this to the specific incident and her conduct as she felt appropriate in that incident. And I'm asking that the court only consider those facts in sentencing her today.
Thank you. Can I see counsel and probation in a breakout room? you to submit to and pay and be responsible for random drug and alcohol tests as requested by the court, probation, any police officer or treatment provider. No use or possession of alcohol, medical marijuana or recreational or other illegal drugs. No use or possession of any firearm components, ammunition, dangerous weapons, and no being in the presence of anyone using them. At this point in time, there's no request for random drug and alcohol testing. It's just a condition of her probation that if they decide that they want to order that, it can be ordered. And Ms. Johnson, you unmuted. Is there something you wanted to say? You must. All right, thank you. I'm gonna do a review in this case in 60 days to see where we are. That'll be on May 22nd, 2023.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank
That's
you.
10 a.m. I certainly hope that the parties in this case stay away from one another. Now, Ms. Green, you're ordered to stay away from her. If you see her anywhere, you have to walk in the opposite direction.
But what about if she see me, Judge? So she can just walk around and,
She's not under my jurisdiction, ma'am. You are.
okay.
Does this conclude the hearing, Your Honor?
This does. Everyone have a as best day as you can.
Thank you.
You're welcome.